What's your biggest fantasy? To own a home, garden and have financial stability. Those are 3 fantasies. More like 6. Plus interest. To start my life over with all of my current knowledge. New game plus. XD. Reading this sparked a memory of finding a contact named Game in my contacts. Weird. My dad always talked about going back to Scotland to the home of golf, St Andrews, and playing a round of golf with me and my brothers there before he dies. So I'd have to say a bigger dick would be nice. Makes sense. Now you won't need a caddy to carry a club. He didn't say how big. Just needs to be big enough to drive it home. To wake up and not be tired. I couldn't agree with this more. To be loved. To be loved without loss. I'm good with just being loved. I can't be super picky. Dealing with loss myself today actually. I've gotta say it's not a great time. I won't give up the memories I had. But still, this part sucks. It makes you wonder. How does the other person even allow the memories they had with us to fade away? Were we that little a deal in their life? I lost my mom 2 weeks ago. Just want to give her one more hug. Duck Jude. Sorry to hear that. Hug her with all the great memories you have of her. Sorry you didn't get more time to make more. My biggest fantasy is to live in a small, beautiful town in New Zealand with great weather and breathtaking views. The kind of place you dream about, with nice people, where everyone knows each other and gets along with their neighbors. I'd also have a wife and twin daughters. And we'd live on a giant patch of land where we'd grow our own food and have enough money that we could live stress-free forever. That's how I'd spend the rest of my life if I had my way. I'm from NZ. It's alright. To lose all hair while doing 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 sit-ups and 10 kilometers run. 1 lunch, 1 finger and a fist. Growing up in a nice house with siblings and family dinner at 6 p.m. I had this. It was really nice. My life was good. I love my siblings and my parents. Family dinners were everything. One of my favorite types of people are people like you. People who understand that they had something good growing up, a truly good upbringing, and appreciate it, but also have empathy for the people who didn't have it. Thanks for being an awesome person. To experience mutual attraction. I had this experience this past week. Can confirm it's surreal. Same, but we are just friends apparently, even after we admitted we both had a mutual attraction to each other. Damn, that sucks. She definitely isn't right for you if she turned you down like that. Well, she just said she wanted to work on herself and wasn't in the mood for dating. I may not be completely friend-zoned. Having good friends. After cutting ties with my circle, who I thought would die for me, I desperately need good friends around me. Tough supporting myself emotionally, but I'll push through. Duck toxic people, man. Finding a guy who loves me and wants the same things that do in life and being able to happily settle down with him. This may sound weird, but I want to go to a baseball game and buy a hot dog from a guy walking through the stands selling them. Since I was kid it seemed like they were everywhere. Dudes just walking through the bleachers with peanuts and hot dogs. Buying one of those hot dogs seemed like a necessary criterion for being an American. I went to my first baseball game when I was 17. It was a pro game. The entire time I have some cash in my pocket and I have my eyes peeled for a hot dog man. But he never came. There were just dudes selling beers and waters. I was devastated and got a hot dog from one of the kiosks they have. It was tasty and overpriced, but it just wasn't the same and my night was a little ruined. I still have hope that I'll be able to experience this, but I don't particularly care for baseball, which makes it a bit difficult. I feel like I've seen this sort of job at ice skating shows. If the subject matter of the event doesn't matter to you. Purpose in life. No one gets gifted purpose, you have to find your own purpose. Meaning as a jumper that you have to knit yourself. Actually remaining lucid in a dream for more than a few minutes. Honestly, I still need to try this. I did at one point and was mostly lucid for a few minimums but not fully. To own a car shop in Japan and build cars. That would be awesome. Having been born in another country instead of having to lose everything when I immigrated. I'm a girl. Although I'll settle for not hating life all the time. Same, but I'm a dude. Same, but I'm a boy. Same, but I'm a unicorn. So it all begins with me starting out my day going to the stuffer shack for some meats and eats. I go in, pay for my stuff, go around the corner and chow down on fake food and fake coffee, vaping a fake cigarette as I lament to myself how corporate greed has short-circuited our survival instinct as a species. That we can look at something totally wrapped up in plastic garbage and still call it delicious. Then without warning, a bag goes over my head. They wrestle me down, tie me up, throw me in the trunk of a car. I know it's a trunk because it's not the first time. Car starts up and flies out the parking lot. I don't know where they are taking me, but it's somewhere fast. I try to escape. They used zip ties, which is good. I recently saw an internet video about how to break free from zip ties. Once I'm free, I take off the bag and that's when the shooting starts. I don't know who is shooting, but after the trunk fills up with light from a few bullet holes, I'm not so sure they're here to rescue me. Then there's an explosion. The car flips. I flip with it. Synthetic coffee burns going down. It burns coming up too. When the car lands, the trunk splits open and I crawl out. I find myself on Long Street of the Metro Sprawl headed out of town. There's a wreck behind us. A helicopter flies overhead. Then it turns around. A short guy in a suit and a submachine gun hanging out the side starts aiming at me, and that's when I run. I duck into an alley and get jumped by a bunch of chromed up gangers. I find a piece of metal tubing to defend myself with, but it's no avail. Then the helicopter shows up and they start gunning. The gangers scramble. I run as well. I look up and see another helicopter. This one with missile launchers. It blasts away the one chasing me. Then it circles. I keep running. It flies behind me and launches a missile. I finally reach the edge of the sprawl, where a river runs through. I jump. I don't know how long I've been knocked out for, but I awaken with a slap on the head and a voice saying, "Wake the duck up, samurai. We got a city to burn." And then we kiss. Sounds like some game prologue. I want like a surprise birthday party. But sex. Like I wish I could come home and be like, whoa, where the duck is everyone? Who's got the kids? And then I come round the corner and my wife's just like wearing some cliche sexy stuff and like I took care of it, baby. From some sexy position. And then we bang, I guess. I don't know, I just need spontaneity. Adult life kinda whittles you into a pattern-bound creature and I just kinda want something exciting and unscheduled. Do that for her to set an example. Then maybe she'll get the picture and do it too sometime. Either way you both reap the benefits. No, I just get naked and feel silly when she's not in the mood or something. Owning a house and having kids. Getting a corgi. Ian is coming. To have eternal youth and to have absolute power over the entire world. Bezos, is that you? It's me, Elon Musk. Forget all about Avatar: The Last Airbender so that I can watch it again. No, my childhood memories of watching it are too precious to overwrite. Winning the lottery so I can dedicate all my time to operating a home for elderly dogs at the end of their lives. That is so beautiful and worthy. Someone give this person the money. Saving a lot of kids and animals from bad fates and giving them lives they deserve. That alone is a big fantasy for me. But my biggest? To do it violently while driving a chromed over 68 Plymouth Barracuda with lifts and a blower in the head of someone the bad guys respect as the hood ornament. While my best friend fires a jury-rigged high-speed Gatling gun from a gunner's post where the backseat used to be. Just helps get the frustration. We are one nuclear apocalypse away from your fantasy becoming reality. Traveling the world and becoming so comfortable with the places I see and visit that it feels like him from there. The feeling of confidence and familiarity when you know and can navigate your own city or state. I want to know different cities and places like that. Not be of the world, but more in it. Being a powerful, shape-shifting superhero, traveling the world, and fighting injustice with my incredible might and boosted intellect. Also, having a girlfriend would be nice. To be a non-corporeal entity that just floats around Earth observing people. Most people will assume sexual, yeah, occasionally. But mostly I just want people's interpersonal relationships to be my infinite soap operas. I wanna watch the butterfly effect in action. I wanna watch true lovers just hang out. Just see life in its glory, without having to suffer through it. Watching lovers in glory and mourners in torment would make your soul ache for the experiences and the sorrow you have to witness. I was about to say, life is generally boring, horrible and painful. It's going to be a real drag after a while. I wake up and just do shit normal, like brush my teeth, wash my face, cook myself a meal, and not have to fight with myself to do it. That or just not waking up. It gets really frustrating when once or twice a month I'll have a good day, which for some people is just a day. I want it all the time. Or threesome with 2 chicks. Why not a foursome with 3 chicks? How much disappointment can you really fantasize about? Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.